Alright, so I did just walk in and I made a quick stop at the $1 million cabinet and I pulled out this pretty Talavera sun. I always collect and buy things like this. They sell really well for me. I've had a lot of them over the years. I was kind of glancing at, as I was talking, I was looking at these Easy Spirits. These are really pretty and they look brand new. I don't know if they have any good value on it, but those are just really nice. So I think I will put those in the cart and we will find out if those are going to go home with me or not. I probably shouldn't drop them on the sun though, because you know that would be bad luck. So I'm going to try not to break it before I get out of here. I'm sure that's about right where my husband starts to laugh because I am a little clumsy. So we are up and running today. I've got other places I have to be later today, so I've got to kind of run through here as quick as I can. These Anne Kleins are beautiful, but I am concerned. The backs of them are looking pretty worn. They were real pretty. I do like a black loafer, especially when they're a nice quality one. But those are, I had to put those back. So we're gonna make sure we look at the boots, and those are some bear traps. Nothing spectacular. I hope we get to see a cart today. I don't know if I'll get to see a cart or not, but I'm kind of hoping. I'm hoping they do bring it. Now what are these? Macarena. Huh. Now there's something on the little, now see this little chain thing is plastic. I think it'll come off though. I'm going to put them in my cart just because they're very interesting looking. I'm not familiar with this brand at all, so I don't know. They're made in Spain. That they do say that on the bottom. So I am going to put these in, and I'm going to have to move this sun because I have a feeling if I don't put him up somewhere, I'm going to keep wanting to drop stuff on top of him. So I'm going to do that first before I break him. Okay. So I am over here looking at shoes. Something caught my eye down here. Those are actually men's. And those Betsy Johnsons are quite. Wow, those are quite fancy. Betsy Johnson doesn't have a lot of return on them, but these are kind of very unique looking and they do look almost new. I'm going to put these in the cart and check on these because, they are definitely a certain taste. But, I like different. So I will put those in the cart and we'll come over here and see what we can find. Sorry about the music. I know it's a little bit loud and I know I'll probably have to do a voiceover later, but that's okay. Now, who makes these? By Michael Shannon. I'm not sure about those. Those don't have a great feeling. I like these. These little Cole Haan ballet flats are really cute. They're definitely small. How small are they? Oh, they say they're a 7. I wear like a 7, 7.5. We're probably like a 7.5 now. I don't think I could get those on, but they're adorable, and I'm gonna take them because that's just a really good shoe to have in your wardrobe if you're getting and going out and stuff like that. They're great with dresses. They're great with pants. So we're gonna put those in our thing. I do see these Donald Pleiners down here. I just think that's a heck of a heel on that. So I think I'm gonna leave that one. I will start branching out, probably picking up some more heels and this and that. Now that's a shoe too. That is one heck of a platform shoe right there. Look at these. Well, oh, those are cute too. I saw something on the shelf up here. I gotta go take a look at now. Who makes these? Sporto. I don't think I don't know if those are men's or women's, but they're definitely very, very comfy looking. I guess with the cold weather, I'm always thinking comfy looking, but I think I'm gonna leave those behind. I do buy slippers, and I buy them consistently, especially if they're like an UGG slipper or, you know, something like that. So I do buy slippers. These are really, now what are these? This is a great taupe color, like a gray brown. Really like the color. Have no idea who made them. Still don't know who makes them. Okay, let's see who this is. These are, still don't know who make them. Okay, they are made by, they're called the Nadine. They are leathers. You know what? I'm gonna put these in the cart. I like the color a lot. The color is what drew me first, so I'm gonna put those in the cart. We'll go ahead and put those in the cart. Let's see what else we got going up here. Those are some rock ports up there. All right, so once again, I do have to do some voiceover. The music in the Goodwill is sometimes very loud. Also, sometimes it's just very busy in there, which does make it louder. So, of course, you know, I'm in the shoe section, and I am looking at all of the shoes. And I've stopped and to look at some of the boots and things like that. It looks to me like I'm gonna leave those behind though. And then I did pick up those little espadrilles, and I decided I didn't like the way the glitter was kind of flaking off, so I left those behind also. I've got a few things in the cart already. I am going to stop and look at the purses and wallets and stuff. Sometimes I do find some really good things in there. The Vera Bradley, when it's just like one piece like that, I generally won't pick that up, just because by the time I ship a piece like that and I pay the $4 that they charge, there's really just not much value in the small pieces. I did grab those these Rikers right here, and I love Rikers. I was so thrilled, I have to say. I did end up not listing them, and you wouldn't know this, but when I got home, they are actually two different sizes. So much for finding a matching pair of shoes. So somebody obviously donated two different size shoes to the Goodwill, and yes, I bought them. And believe it or not, that's not the first time that's happened, and it probably won't be the last. But you know, it's always a treasure hunt. They're actually really cute. So I didn't put them in my donate pile. I just couldn't bear to send them back. So I don't really know for sure what I'm going to do with those yet. So I am getting into the rest of the shoes here. You know, our Goodwill usually is pretty organized, so it's nice when you see everything all lined up like that. I'm waiting to see what I'm going to pick up next. I am looking at sandals, you know, like some of you have said, you know, you wear sandals year round. So I absolutely make an effort to find sandals. I did grab these Crocs. I was really surprised that these were Crocs. It was kind of a surprise to me. They're like a nice brown leather pair of mules. I believe they were like a size 10, so they were actually a bigger size. But you know, you don't see Crocs in leather that often. I thought, you know, they looked so much like a Dansko. I thought that they'd be like a Dansko, but they weren't. So I did take those. They are already listed in the store. So that was kind of a interesting find, because I don't buy a lot of Crocs, but every once in a while I do get a good pair. So those did go in the cart. All right, let's see what else we can find. I never, you know, plan out. I'm always grabbing, you know, UGG boots and things like that, hoping to find some. Those were pretty worn on the bottom, like, and they had a rip. Like I showed it to you. If you saw it, there was actually a rip in the boot. That's why I put those back. But I was still hoping that, you know, maybe I'd get lucky and find a nice pair of Uggs, because it's definitely the right time of year for those. So as far as that goes, that didn't work out for me, but you know, I'm going to keep on looking. I can't anticipate what's going to happen in these videos, just because after a while when I see it, I know what I bought, but it's hard for me to always, you know, remember after I've done a couple of videos, like what comes next. So I'm going to, you know, work on that and see what else I'm going to find in the Goodwill. And Carl is, oh, I did pick those up. Those were really, really cute. They just were kind of worn on the insides. So that's kind of why I put them back. But I thought those were kind of a unique looking pair. But I did end up having to put those back. So as I'm going through the Goodwill and I'm waiting to find my next piece, I did have my friend contact me that goes and cleans out storage units, and so I did go over there and meet him, and he doesn't like to be on camera, so I did go over there and I picked up quite an assortment of like vintage things and some shoes and stuff from him, and I did get a lot of that listed in the store. His prices are always so great. I mean, I end up paying like $1 a piece when when I buy stuff from him, and it's totally random. Like, I mean, I got everything from like Hello Kitty watches. Oh, and I did grab these Converse. These are actually really great. I cleaned them up. They're so nice and clean. I haven't listed them though, because I haven't gotten a pair of laces for them. So I do need to run out and do it, but those are actually really cool. They have like a wedge in them, so your foot is not flat in them. It's kind of like a hidden wedge in the shoe. They're actually really comfortable. They have a lot of extra padding around like the ankle area. Oh, those little Keen shoes. Those are little kids' Keen shoes. Normally I grab all the Keen stuff, but you know what? I didn't grab the little ones because I thought, well, I'd have to clean them up and this and that. So I did leave those behind. The Keen stuff used to sell really, really well, and I've noticed it's kind of dying off a little, and I don't really know why, but so I'm going to be a little more selective with some of the Keen purchases that I make. I feel like recently too that I have been buying a lot more men's shoes. I've been finding some really nice quality pairs of men's shoes. So that's kind of been something that I've been buying more and more of recently. In fact, I just sold today a pair of they're Clarks, or like men's clogs. They're really kind of modern looking, and they sold today. So I'm buying some unique men's shoes, and they're sewing. And as usual, you can tell with the Brooks, I am checking for damage, and with the Brooks I always have to check extremely well, because they always have little rips and tears around the laces or in the back. So I did not end up taking those, and I know because when I went to do my checkup that I did find some damage in them. So here, as I keep on going through the racks, I did in one of my next videos you'll get to see, I did at one of the thrift stores, I found a couple of amazing purses. Not at all what I would expect to find in a thrift store, and they were priced incredible. So I will have those in an upcoming video, and they've already been listed and put in the eBay store. But those were two really, really good finds, and you never know. Digging through the bins, you never know what you're going to find. So I did go through and look at all the backpacks and stuff. I didn't buy any of the backpacks in this run. I know that I went through a few and just didn't grab anything. And I know that I looked at that was by Madewell. Normally I probably would have bought it, but if you'll notice, and I believe I show it in the video, around the brown, they must have tried to wash in the washing machine, because around all the brown, it had dyed the canvas. And it didn't look good. It looked kind of sloppy to me, so I did end up leaving it. You can see that tone around the brown. So I didn't want to take it, but normally I think I probably would have taken that piece. And I'm always looking for like the Toomey or the Kavoo or, you know, things like that. That was actually not a Vera Bradley. It was actually kind of a knockoff of some kind. And I did end up putting that one back as well. All right, so I ended up leaving that behind. It just it just wasn't the quality that I was looking for. But I always do check that stuff. And I did come back over here. I even do look at the scarves, you know, sporadically. I'll pick some of them up. I haven't found a nice scarf in a while. That was a really nice looking purse. It definitely surprised me that it was from Target. But that was one of those any day now purses from Target. So I did end up putting that one back. I was looking at the bags back there, that Michael Kors. Now, it was very unique looking. I took it off and I looked at it and I looked at it and looked at it, and everything in my brain was telling me it was a knockoff. Not only was the material coming off at the top, it was a very unique design. I mean, for the look of it, it looked great, but something was just screaming at me. It was a knockoff. So I did end up leaving that one behind, and I didn't take it, but it also had damage. I just wasn't comfortable with it. Sometimes if I'm handling a piece and I think that there's a possibility, I mean, just all of it, you can see the way I'm touching it. It just didn't feel right. So I did put it back. Like the quality of the pieces just didn't feel right. So that went back, and I am careful with that. And the reason is, you know, you don't want to sell items on eBay or any other platform that are fake. And so I do have to be really, really careful about, you know, my choices. So if I do hesitate, then I usually will just put the item back. It's the best thing to do. I wouldn't want to do that to someone, and I wouldn't want to have to, you know, spend my time trying to fix that issue. So that purse does end up going back. As I said, I knew something wasn't right. But I did get this. This is a Pell Studio laptop bag. It's supposed to look like that. It's actually really nice looking. It's a really nice quality leather, hardware, kind of a distressed look, and it's not damaged at all. It's actually in very good condition. It's supposed to look like that. You can kind of see when if I turn it over and you see that's just, you know, the way it was made. So that was a nice piece. I did take that. And I also think I found one more piece up on the rack. I can't remember for sure, but I think I did. So we'll see what else I grabbed. I know some of that has been sitting there for quite a while. I don't think the Goodwill, and I know Checked does, the other thrift store I go to, I know that if things have been on their wall a long time, they look at the color of the tag or ticket and they pull it. And I don't know where they donate it, but they do. I'm not sure that Goodwill does that though, because some of the stuff has been sitting there for quite a while. So I know I've looked at probably a couple of the pieces a few times just because they haven't moved. So I didn't get any other pieces off there. I did stop and look at the belts. I always look at the belts. You can find some great ones. I do see a lot of like the Vineyard Vines here and things like that. I don't usually pick up those. I have gotten lucky and found some Doonies there. I have found some, you know, I found a Red Wing belt. I've also found some like high-end designer belts. So I will grab those when I see them. I mean, you know, for $4, it's kind of a good deal when you find the belts for that price. So here I am. I'm getting towards the end of the shoe section, and I'm just looking at the black shoes. I don't think I grabbed anything else up there. So I was kind of just checking the end caps because sometimes I don't check them very good. So I just wanted to, you know, take a quick look and make sure there's nothing I missed. Really nice. I don't know if I want to pay that. They marked them up though. They're all leather, but I'll look them up and see, but I don't know. I don't think I want to pay that much for a pair of Timberlands. All right, let's head to the back and see what we can find. See if we have anything in the back. Good morning, honey. I know. It's nice and quiet in here this morning.
Yeah, for Thursday. That's weird.
Oh, this is nice.
But for Thursday.
I agree. We're dropping stuff, or maybe this was already down there. I don't know, but I'll pick it up. I gotta pick up the stuff that gets dropped. You are so welcome.
That was on the floor?
It might have been. It's really lightweight. Oh, that's pretty. Look how pretty that is. Oh, that's nice too. Yeah. Keep on looking. I know. Well, like I said, it could have just been sitting on the floor, and that's okay.
Thank you for pointing it that way.
Of course. Well, I didn't know I didn't drop it, so could have gone either way. could go either way. All right. Oh, frosted pine. Okay. What is this? Happiness. Okay, well, I'm doing a quick walk through the back. I don't see too much back here, anything I have to have. Past couple times I hear it, but maybe it's for Christmas. It was just too... Oh, look at that. All right, everybody here knows how much I love my Cruel. What is that? Vegetables and stuff? It's very large. What's the price on it? Okay, so it's not expensive for this size. Honestly, what I will probably do is I will buy it, I will take it out of the frame, and I will list it. I like the frame, but the frame does have some damage. I would never be able to ship something this large. It would be much too expensive. I would say this frame is probably 36 inches long. The length is definitely going to be poster size. So with that being said, I'm going to cut it out of the frame, and then I will, that way if somebody wants it, they can buy it and they can frame it themselves. So that's what we're going to do. We'll come and look over here. So the next couple of weeks, I do expect to see all the goblins. Now, I have actually sold these bowls before. This Gibson pattern. I have sold the smaller trick-or-treat bowls from this set. It's an older set. Yeah, I don't see any chips or cracks in it. I'm going to take this. Like I said, I've actually sold this before. Smaller bowls. I know it's not Halloween, but I kind of have an idea of when that was made, and I think I should just go ahead and grab that. It's always fun when I get to find things that aren't like shoes and purses, so for me it's kind of neat to come through this side and look at other stuff. Oh, and that's going to, I believe this is a Televara pumpkin. So that's actually a really good one too. Some of the things I grab, you probably are looking at. So where I got the sun, when I first came into the store, that would be a pumpkin. Usually, honestly, the pumpkins have some great value on them. especially the larger Talavera. If you look up Talavera pumpkins, the big ones, you're gonna be quite surprised at what those sell for. I've seen some of those go for hundreds of dollars. So I'm definitely gonna take that. I do see a Starbucks mug, but that's just a basic one. Okay, so I think we're good right here. That's pretty. It's got kind of a raised effect on it, the little dots. It's pretty, but it was definitely a hanging. It's meant to hang. So my husband is gonna see all these big items and wonder what I'm up to, but I'm very happy with some of these finds over here. So okay, all of the Christmas stuff is on sale. Urban Outfitters, got little kitties. Oh, Chucky doll. Okay, 90s Plus Series 2. Which one is this? Okay, so it's not that old. So I'm gonna just go ahead and leave him right there. I'm gonna keep on moving down the aisle. Oh, there's Mr. Scarecrow. I've painted this guy. I've painted him a few times, Mr. Scarecrow. Magic. All right. So all the Christmas is on sale. I am gonna have to, do a quick walkthrough and see if there's anything, because people are bringing this stuff in now. They're cleaning up their decorations, and they're deciding, hey, I don't want to. Oh, yay! Oh, how cute is that? Everyone knows I'm such a book person, and this is the Polar Express, written by Chris Van Allsburg. Obviously, you've probably seen the movie. It's really good. This one is a narrated. They even included a little bell. It's all brand new. That's a really, really neat set. So I'm going to put that in the cart, and I'm definitely going to do a check on that. And it is Christmas, so I would expect it to probably be half off. So you know what? It's going to be half off. I'm just going to take it. I'm not even going to bother looking it up, because one way or another, it will make a great gift. Are these glass? I do believe these are. Yeah, maybe. And then we have some Department 56. Some of them are already broken. I can tell people opened them and didn't put them back in their bags. Here's Mr. Jingle Bells from Hallmark, but he's cute. I think he's supposed to play music. I know that. But I'm going to put him right there. Okay, so I'm going to come down here. See if we see anything we have to have. Toys of any kind. No, I don't see anything I need to have. All right, so you know what? We're going to head up to the front. I'm going to check my items, and then I'm going to get out of here and run on to my next stop. All right, I'll see you in a little while. Hey YouTubers, I want to do a quick recap of the things that I got when I was out thrifting. I spent $92. I did get this large print, which I am going to remove from the frame. The frame has damage. And honestly, shipping something this big would be just really expensive. I did ended up grabbing the Crocs. These are leather Crocs. I also got a pair of the Rikers, the Converse high tops, some Cole Haan ballet flats. I did get a Pell Studio like messenger bag. I bought the Polar Express set. I also found a couple of Talavera pieces. I also got the pumpkin and the sun. And I did get a piece of the old, I want to say it's Gibson, if I remember correctly. This is one of their Halloween bowls, and I've sold their other pieces before, so they're just a really cute piece. You know, all in all, not a huge lot of things, but I'm very happy with the different finds today, which was kind of nice. You know, finding things that are a little different than the usual is always fun for me. But thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. If you have not liked and subscribed, we would really appreciate if you did. And thank you everyone for watching. See you soon.